So there's all these cases for your Samsung S24 on Amazon, and all of these cases are a little bit different. Some are gonna be colored, some are gonna be more protective, some are gonna have stands, some won't have stands. But the question is, which one is gonna be the best for your Samsung S24 Ultra? So I regularly test cell phone cases, and this is my Google Pixel 8 Pro. Here is my Apple 15 Pro Max, and this is gonna be on the Samsung Ultra. Now, you'll notice that the Samsung S24 Ultra is definitely gonna be more boxy than your Apple. It's also gonna be slightly taller, and a little bit more narrow. And if you compare it to something like your Google Pixel, and this is on the Pixel 8 Pro, you can see that from Android to Android, they are relatively similar. The hardest part about your Samsung is going to be to protect your camera bumps, because you see how protruding they are. If you have it on the Pixel, it is still protruding, but it's actually a bar. In terms of our cases for our S24, what are we looking for? We're going to look for overall grip. For clear cases, we're going to look at the clarity. Do we think it's going to yellow? We're also going to look at the camera protection as well as the screen protection. Some of these are going to have camera cutouts. Some of them are going to have just one big cutout. You also have features on some of them like stands. Some of them will come with heavier duty protection corners, air pockets. So there is quite a bit of a difference between one case to the other, and you're not even figuring out price and weight. Because if it's not comfortable to hold, if it's too heavy in your hand, or it's too expensive, you're definitely not gonna buy it. So I'm gonna help you figure out which one of these cases is the best for you for your Samsung S24 Ultra here. So first up, this is the Ringke Fusion case, a very popular case. We have been testing a Ringke case with our phones for 4 years, and the Fusion has always generally been a classic. So let me show you what you get. The Ringke cases are also not prone to yellowing, and they have a Magsafe magnet built inside. So now let's put our Samsung inside the case here. So add it in. Snaps right in, easy to do, simple. Snaps right in, easy to do. Now the Ringke has really good camera cutouts, and I have a camera lens protector on just to show you that it does fit well with a camera lens protector. The material itself is normal. The material itself is going to be that polycarbonate back with the TPU sides, a very standard design here. The cutouts, you have a small cutout for your S Pen as well as your charging port. The screen protection, if you guys are looking, screen protection is reasonable. Camera bump protection without a camera lens protector, you probably want to add one. It's still going to get scratched up. I mean, the cutouts are doing a good job, but it could get scratched up. So overall, it is a very lightweight, easy to use case. Now, let's see how well it does in terms of slipping out of my hand. So grip is very good. So the Ringke material has always been very good in terms of grippiness. Now, if we were to drop it, if you drop it on the corners are more reinforced than the sides. And the secret of the Ringke is that if you just want a really thin, lightweight, clear case that's inexpensive, well, the Ringke is going to give you that. On the Ringke case, we also want to check how good the Magsafe magnet is. So this is going to be on a 2023 Magsafe charger. These have come with the more powerful magnets. So Ringke has also updated their magnets. Let's see how much more powerful it is. And this is on a Android. Pretty good. I'm not going to say this is the best of the best, but overall, pretty good. So next up is going to be on the Otterbox Defender series. Now, this is going to be specifically designed for your S24 Ultra, but we want to know, is the Otterbox going to be any different than other Otterboxes that we reviewed on our channel? Because basically, this is always a tried and true classic design. So we're going to take it out of the box and let's see what we get. So the key thing about the Otterbox is that it has 5X military grade drop protection. Tried and true classic design. Now, different from previous years, the material is a little bit more cement-like. So it looks like that cement-like. The sides are going to be relatively identical. Now, the key thing about the holster on a Otterbox is that it comes with a little hook clips. So it will clip right in. So this is that Otterbox Defender case. No real difference between the Defender and the Defender XT in my opinion. Now, this is using a microbial material, so this material is microbial, and more than previous generations, you'll see that this material has been updated to be more grippy. So this has kind of like a soft touch rubber feel relative to previous generations. You have to know Otterbox to really feel the difference, but after having tested so many of them, I can tell you this is more grippy than the previous ones. So you have a sloped camera bump protector without cutouts, so it looks cool, but that means your camera lenses are not going to be as protected because there's no cutout. In terms of the sides here, grippy, very grippy. This has always been a very grippy case, and it is a two-piecer. So we're gonna pop the port open. So on the two-piece, just take it out. And here is the shell. If you look at my finger, you can see the responsiveness from the foam. So that inner lining is where you get some of your shock protection. So how do you put it in? Well, you're gonna insert your phone. You insert your phone in the inside, and then you put the top on and the middle cover. So it's gonna clip in. And already in this situation, it is protected, but it doesn't have a soft touch. This is gonna be sharp. So that's why they give you this outer shell, so that it gives you even more protection. And you can line up the buttons. And that is what the Otterbox looks like. Now the secret of the Otterbox is that it is bouncy. So even if you bounce it, it dissipates the energy, it spreads it across. Because this entire back has that rubber outer cover for better grip, and the inside has that rigid inner shell that's going to be like an eggshell. So it protects everything inside of the case. You have the port covers, standard on most Otterboxes. Port covers protect against dirt and dust. You have bumper against the camera bump, but like you see here, and this is what it looks like with a camera lens protector on. So if you have a camera lens protector on, it's still flat, but you can scratch this, right? This is not as protected as you think. In terms of fingerprints, you don't have to worry about that. I would say grip here is going to be a 9.5 out of 10. I would say overall protection, definitely a 9 out of 10. It's easier for me to clip it on than to carry this 6.8-inch monstrosity in my pocket. It just looks ridiculous, and my pants are going to fall off anyway. So this is the Otterbox Defender. This is the Supcase Unicorn Beetle MAG XT. This has a Magsafe magnet built inside. It is also extremely durable relative to its price. So what that means is that this is relatively bulletproof because you have a camera protector, and this is itself is going to be padded. You have the inner, and you have a strong magnet. How strong is this magnet? So we will put it in our phone.
Historically, Android phones do not use Magsafe. So if you're like, okay, I want Magsafe, Magsafe is an Apple creation. So a lot of the cases from Android makers, Samsung, Google, they've all been trying to find different variations of the Magsafe design so that they can say it's unique. But I'm quite happy that Supcase has went with just the standard Magsafe. They've tested and figured out that this is the best location for it after having some issues on previous generations.
How strong is the magnet on your, boom. Wow, this is strong. This magnet, Supcase has put probably the strongest magnet we've tried on a S24 yet. This is a strong magnet, guys. This is a very strong magnet. The drawback is if you have a very flat Magsafe battery, there is a bump here. So if you have a very flat Magsafe battery, I have one that protrudes out, so it has enough space to fit. But if you have one that's flat, you have to make sure that it's going to stick. Otherwise, you need one that's just the ring. So to show you, you can use it with just the ring, and then it will stand up and it's charging on its own. All right, so next up is going to be on the Oterkin. Oterkin. And they're relatively nondescript, but the secret of them is at the price. These cases cost somewhere between $10 to $14, so they're very affordable. Both are going to be slightly different. We have one that's going to come with Magsafe. We have one that is not Magsafe. So if we take it out, here it is. A simple case. And boom. So this is the one without the Magsafe. And you can see the cases right in front of you. Now they are different. This is the Oterkin with the Magsafe. It has a soft touch back. The Magsafe magnet is inlaid inside. You can see that it is inlaid. It's not just a sticker. You have a raised camera guard, raised. So there is a slight bump here. The buttons, relatively clicky. Squishy, some weakness here, but overall squishy material. You don't want to pop it off too hard. You could probably break the plastic on the back. So if I clip it, you can see that that's hard plastic versus a TPU. Overall, it feels good in the hand. It's nano-coated, so it's not going to be as slippery as previous generations. So on the Oterkin, you get a 2.8 millimeter camera bezel, as you see here. That's going to be 2.88. You get a 1 millimeter side screen bezel, and you get the overall thickness of your case is going to be about 1.2 millimeters. In terms of how clicky the buttons are very clicky on the Oterkin. I would say these are clickier than on the Otterbox or other cases. And you can see that because of how far or how much the buttons stick out. Now, drop protection. Pretty good. Overall looks, I like it. Grip. I mean, the sides are TPU. They're not going to be as sticky as a clear case, and they're not going to be as grippy as a polycarbonate case. But the TPU sides are not going to yellow. And I like how it's flat, so it makes it easier to connect a Magsafe battery to it. Now, if we do the same thing for the Oterkin clear case, 2.8 millimeter camera bezel, 1 millimeter screen bezel, anti-yellowing with and overall, just a solid case. Fingerprint-wise, you know, it's a clear case. I would say that the Oterkin is okay for fingerprints. It's not going to be the most anti-fingerprint version, but because it has that anti-yellow, it is definitely more crystal than other cases that we've seen for your S24 Ultra. So the Oterkin, just affordable, relatively easy. Just the Oterkin is a affordable case that, no frills, but it works. So this is the Torras diamond case for your Samsung S24. It has a 12-foot drop protection. It comes in multiple colors. Let's take it out of the box and let's show you what it looks like and if this is going to be a very good case for your Samsung S24. So this is going to be that Torras diamond clear case. It is crystal. It has a more bluish hue relative to some of its peers. Like this is the ESR case. The ESR case is going to be less blue than the Torras case, and that's because of how it is structured. Now this is also using nano coating. So that is with a camera bump protector on already. You can see that the edges relatively protected. The camera itself could be protected more. And I feel like the cases that have this open design, the risk you're taking is that the camera bump is not as protected as you think. And this can survive a 12-foot fall. In terms of overall thickness, the case itself is just about 1 millimeter, and the camera as well as the screen is raised about 1.5 millimeters. So it's equal distance. You have a little bit more on the top and bottom. You don't have a lot on the sides. This is probably like 0.5 millimeter or 1 millimeter. And then the camera bump is slightly raised. So on this Torras diamond clear case, what do we think about it? Well, in terms of overall grip, I would rate this as a 8 out of 10. Because it's grippy, but could be grippier. It looks good in terms if you want to keep the square design of your S24 Ultra. The buttons are relatively clicky, not the clickiest, but easy to find because they're cutouts. For your S24 Ultra, these are cases from the iBlason. And one's going to be in the black colorway, one's going to be in the gray, and these are called armor boxes. Okay, so we took it out. We're going to take out the back cover. We'll take out all the protectors. Okay, so I took all the protectors off. You notice that they want you to do the fingerprint after you install the case, after. We're going to insert our phone. So we inserted our phone. That's how you do it. Then you're going to take your second case. Remember, you're going to insert it from the bottom first. From the bottom first. Then you pop it on. You lock it on. I'm doing this without even seeing or looking at the front of this phone yet. I'm doing this completely from memory. And that is how easy it is to install. Now, I know the front cover can be a fingerprint magnet. Don't get me wrong.
that is probably the biggest drawback of any plastic screen protector. You have to wipe it off. Now, if you wipe it off, it wipes off pretty clean, easy, but you still have to wipe it off. Easy area for your S Pen on the iBlason, so you have easy area for your S Pen. If you want to charge it, easy access right here. Thick rubber corners for protection. You can see the area for your fingerprints.
So this is the Spidercase for your Samsung S24 Ultra. Let's take it out of the box and let's see what you get. Inside the box, you get some screen protector accessories. It's going to be coming with screen protectors inside. Spidercase will come in multiple colorways. We have it in the white colorway. It also comes in a purple. And if you look at it, it has a kickstand, very easy to use. It's different from the ESR kickstand though. So this is on that ESR case. If you have an ESR kickstand, it's more rigid, it's more stiff, it's going to lock into place, it's going to snap in. And it's just a little bit different. So the ESR is going to be a higher quality kickstand because it locks. This is going to be easier to open. And that's what it looks like on the Spidercase. Samsung S24 inside. Relative, you can see that it's made out of the TPU material. It is micro dotted along all edges. And then the back cover is going to be that polycarbonate. And this area is also in that micro dot material. The camera guard is going to give you 1.5 millimeters. So 1.5 millimeters here. And remember, I have a lens protector on so you can see how it looks with a lens protector, because for a Samsung S24 Ultra, I do recommend getting a lens protector. I'm using the ESR lens protectors. Make sure you install them correctly, otherwise it will distort your photos and interfere with your videos. So 1.5 millimeter camera lip as well as screen lip. And you can see here. I would say that the magnet on the Spidercase is relatively mild. It is more along the lines of a previous gen Magsafe magnet, because on these newer cases, they are really, really strong. Versus on your case here, and I think that's because of how this camera bump is, it just falls automatically. So the secret is going to be, it comes with a kickstand, so you can stand it up, stand it up, stand it up. So that is on the Spidercase. Now, finally, we have our two Humixx cases. So we bought all of these. Let's take it out. Here is going to be on the Humixx magnetic case for your Samsung S24 Ultra. The secret of the Humixx is that it's coming with a ring. Torras has a similar ring, and this ring can be used as MagSafe and it can be used as a stand or a holder. You have that TPU material along the sides. You have a cutout for your buttons, relatively grippy. It is coming with a raised camera lip. It's coming with cushions, 3-layer cushions all around, and pretty soft touch. Feels nice, no sharp edges, nothing to snag you, nothing to cut you. Putting in our S24 Ultra inside of the Humixx magnetic case. And that's what it looks like. And that's what it looks like. Looks nice. That's what it looks like. Case is coming with 14-foot military grade shock protection. This is standard along most of the new Humixx cases already. Their back covers, and I like that, it looks seamless. So there's no like two-piece look. It really does look seamless, except for a little line that separates the camera TPU with the back cover. It does come with the updated MagSafe magnet. This is a 2024 MagSafe magnet. So this should have the strongest magnet of the group. Let's test it out for you. Yeah, I mean, it's strong. The only thing is it's so strong that you can pull out your MagSafe ring. You guys see that? It can pull out the MagSafe ring. And if you want to stand it up, stands up, stands up, stands up. And that's the cool part about the Humixx. Next up is our plain Humixx clear case. So this is going to be affordable, like our Oterkin, and our spider cases, except it comes with the Magsafe magnet. No frills here. So I just wanted to show you guys what a base case for your S24 looks like. So it's clear, it has a strong ring. The edges are going to be in that micro dot. The corners have the air cushion installed. Now it's sharp on the S24, so that's why you're not seeing as much air cushion on the designs here. We're going to place in our S24 inside of the case. Let's place it in. That's what it looks like. Solid fit on the back. Fingerprints, pretty good. You know, actually, I would say the Humixx fingerprints is very good. I was actually impressed with how little fingerprints it was getting, even though I've been using it constantly. So they're giving you a solid offering here. On Humixx, it comes down to price, and this is no frills. Now let's see the quality of the Magsafe. So yeah, the Magsafe here on the clear case is way better than, in my opinion, the Magsafe that you get on the magnetic case. This is the ESR kickstand case, and you can see how strong it looks, and it weighs about 53 grams. Here is the ESR clear case, and that weighs 38 grams, so relatively light there. Here is the Ringke case. The Ringke case is 35 grams as well, so pretty light there. 45 grams on the Oterkin Magsafe case. This is on the Oterkin Clear, 40 grams. And it weighs 43 grams. So 43 grams on our Humixx clear case.
And with that, thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below. And please hit that like or subscribe button because it really does help support our channel. And I'll catch you next time. These are our Samsung S24 cases. Check out more reviews coming. I'll see you soon. Bye, bye, bye.